Hello, my name's Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK, and welcome to YouTube Tuesday. Today I'd like to show you how to use our brilliant Clarity Stencil Brushes. So without further ado, let's have a go. Now we've called them stencil brushes. I don't only use them for stencils and I don't only use them for inks. They're brilliant for painting. And if you look at the actual shape of the brush, you'll see that they go into a point. Now I just want to show you a couple of really basic tricks on how these work. So first thing is, if we take, for example, let's just take a piece of card and let's take a piece of copy paper underneath. Sometimes you want to just run a really nice, like get a bit of a distressed edge. Now we could use a brayer. A brayer is usually quite dark colour. This is a much more gentle, subtle airbrushed effect. So let me just show you. If I'll take the large one now, and while I'm doing this, I'll build up the information. If I can get the lid off, of course. Right, now, I'm going to use just a dye-based ink here. I'm using Adirondack Distress ink pads, any water-based ink pads. And I'm going to load the brush gently. This is a brand new ink pad, so it's quite wet. And I'm going to load it gently. Now, I'm going to stand up for this. I just want to show you, the first thing I want to do is just get rid of a little bit of the excess ink so that I know how much I've got going on. Now, let's just take the edge of the card. Let's have a look. And I'm just going to hold the edge of the card and I'm gently sweeping backwards and forwards like this. Look, 1, 2. And as I go through, you'll see you can get the most, look, it's very, very easy, very lovely too. And you can see how you can just sweep across. Now, have a look at where I'm holding. I'm holding the brush up on the bamboo handle. See, so I can go back in and then just dust around the edge, and straight away this white card has got that lovely muted butterscotch appeal. Now what I want to do now, see, I can go in circles as well, which is great. And on the subject of circles, let's do the next thing. Let's take a stencil, for example. Our stencils, I'm using jelly card, which is 7 inches by 7 inches. And then I'm going to use just a shape stencil, because this is really cool. I just want to show you. If I just add just a bit of low-tack masking tape here to hold the stencil in place while I'm working, that's easiest, isn't it? Now, let's take the same brush, and this time, what I'm going to do is just go in a circle, just as we were talking about earlier. Now, you see, as I go round, you can see how you can build up the colour. I'm leaving a bit of white here, and you just literally go round and round and round. Now, let's have a look. I'll add a bit more yellow. Okay, round we go. So you can get this fantastic orb as well. But I hope you can see this at home. What's so amazing is that it looks airbrushed. There are no marks, there are no stipples. It's absolutely beautiful. A lot of that has to do with the card as well. And as I'm going round, what I'm doing, you see, is I'm loading the ink onto the stencil too. Let's go round, let's have a look. Now, if I take a makeup sponge and I just drag the colour in off the inky stencil. 1, I'm cleaning my stencil, and 2, I'm also sharpening the edge. These shape stencils are great. We've got about 4 in a set, but they're great as a starting place. Now, if let's just lift this off and let's take a look at where we're headed here. So I'm going to try and hold that one in place. See if we can see. See that lovely, really, really cool there. Now I've done that, I want to do one more thing. If I take another stencil, let's just show you this. If I move this stencil in underneath like so, this is one of our other really nice one. This is a Chinese lantern. So let's hold that in place like so. And all I'm interested in now, of course, is this Chinese lantern. The reason I'm showing you this is because I want to show you how to hold the stencil now a bit differently. Not the stencil, the brush, sorry. Because you're going to wonder, why have I got different size brushes? Now this time, I want to just put the base colour down. Now look, immediately, I haven't even re-inked up the stencil brush, but what I'm doing is I'm holding the brush much further down. So I'm actually holding the bristles now. I don't like to call them bristles because bristles implies that they're a bit bristly, but they're not. So I'm just adding a little bit of yellow now to that base colour. All right, so we've got that in place. And again, if you like, you can sharpen up the image by adding a little bit of ink with a makeup sponge, just dragging it into the actual, like so. Now this time, let me take a darker colour, like denim, and I'm going to use another size ink pad, another size brush. Let me use a smaller brush for this one so that I can get into the detail. Now, here we go. And don't forget, you can always wash these. So I just want to make sure they haven't got too much colour coming out. Right, and I'm going to just concentrate on this part here because I want to get some shadow going. So again, you can see how I'm loading up the stencil with the brush, but look where I'm holding the brush. This is key because what I'm doing is I'm almost painting with the brush now. I'm painting with it. So I'm just adding the ink in that area, and I can point exactly where I want the ink to be. Here we go. Look, a little bit round this edge as well. Now, of course, because we're adding blue to a yellow undercoat, the colours will start to blend beautifully. So let's just check it out. Right, around we go. The key, what I'm trying to show you is how to use these brushes to their best effect. Just add a bit more. You can see you can always add, but you can't take it away. So let's just add a bit more here, like so, and round we go, round that edge. There. Now I'm going to take my makeup sponge and I'm just going to pull in the ink off the stencil to sharpen up the edge. And if you really, so you've got this lovely airbrush blended effect now, but if you really want to get a depth, the only way you're going to get a depth of real contrast is with the makeup sponge, see? And this time I'm going to actually go in like so and just, so it's a combination really of makeup sponge. There we go. But it was good. And the wonderful, oh hello, brushes. Now let's have a look. Now for the great reveal, we'll put our lid on there. And I just wanted to really show you how you can, of course we use them with stencils, but they're wonderful with furniture, for painting furniture. Let's just take these stencils away and you'll see how cool is this. So it's very, very simple. Just to recap, we've gone round the outside, just very loosely holding the brush right at the top like so. And you've got this white. Then, of course, with the same brush, we've gone round and created this aperture here. And then we slotted this stencil in underneath. And then we were able to go in with a smaller brush and really create some fantastic contrast. So this isn't a finished piece of artwork by any stretch. What I wanted to do was just show you how and why I'm in love with these fabulous brushes. Cool. Clarity Stencil Brushes. Available at our website on www.claritystamp.co.uk. Don't forget to check out my blog, barbaragrayblog.blogspot.com, for daily projects. And other than that, subscribe to this channel and I shall see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye now.